I'll tell Duggalau I have faith in them. I'll tell the midfield I have faith in them as well. So we're going to get this game underway. It is the Olimpico, the capital derby, I guess you could call it. But two arch rivals combine as Roma take on Lazio at the Olimpico. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan. And welcome to Club 5, Episode 2 of the FM20 Campus to Champions. As you can see from our group, our Euro Cup 2 / Europa Conference / Europa League 2 group has been drawn. And we've got Lazio, AEK from Greece, Maribor from somewhere, and Dundalk from Ireland. And that is the group so far, halfway through. So we're 3 wins from 3, very heavy favourites to go through from that group. And we will be going up against Dundalk today. And Dundalk is a team we know quite well, because when we were in charge of, I believe it was AIK, we got knocked out of the Champions League by Dundalk in the qualifying rounds. So I am keen to get some revenge. I'm going to guess Slovenia for Maribor. Oh, get in there. What a guess. So Maribor are from Slovenia. I was right. So we will be going up against Dundalk today. And if I show you the schedule, since you last left us, it's been very, very good. We've won pretty much every single game since you last left us. Barring an AC Milan game, which, you know, they were top of the league at the time and we were at home. It was quite a disappointing result, really. But barring that, we have won every game, but I have turned off the game and turned it back on since then. This is the first game of the new session, if you want to call it that, if you believe in that superstition. So it'll be interesting to see if I can carry that on today against Dundalk and Roma. So the only other transfer business I have to report is that we have brought in a striker, and his name is Duggalau. As I was looking at the squad and we were missing a top draw striker, so I have gone to Brazil to find him, and he is a 3-star current ability, 4-star potential striker. He's got all the greens that we need for him to be a advanced forward, and he has scored 7 goals out of 8 games so far, so he really is the sort of the spearhead of this Lazio side, and he's doing really, really well so far in his Italian career. So let's get this Dundalk game underway. A win will put us into the knockout rounds of the Europa League II. And this is going to be the lineup for that game. We've got Pozek in goal, Michelotti, Zagadou, Juninho and Henriks at the back. No start and Monchiala in the middle, with Pelli, Mancini and Azakan in the attacking positions. Glenn Green leads the line for Lazio, and he scored 3 goals in his Lazio career as well, so it does look like our new signings are doing really well within Lazio. And like I say, we'll show you the league table after the Dundalk game. So we're going to try and get some revenge against Dundalk. Last time we played them whilst we were in charge of AIK, they did beat us, so I am going to try and get revenge here. So I'm going to say we could secure a place in the knockout round with a win today. Revenge is on the cards in today's Campus to Champions, as we will be going up against Dundalk in the Europa League II. Last time we played them, we were with AIK. They knocked us out to the Champions League, and I want revenge. As we get a highlight, that's a goal kick. 31 minutes, first real highlight of this game, and Azakan heads it in, and Lazio are 1-0 up. Pelli from the free kick finds Azakan, he heads it in the net. And Lazio have got themselves a goal that could put them in to the knockout rounds of the Europa League II. Lovely header from Azakan, 1-0 up. 15 minutes to go before half-time. 37 minutes, we have a throw-in. Looking at those stats, we are absolutely dominating Dundalk. 9 shots, 5 on target, 64% possession. It is all Lazio at the Olimpico. And Glenn Green should have made it too, but Azakan does make it 2-0. 2 goals for him, 2-0 up on the night, and we are going through to the first knockout round the way things stand. Lovely play here. Glenn Green does get a chance, but Azakan gets the interception. 2-0 to Lazio. We're not even half-time yet. Coming up to half-time, a good first half from Lazio, dominated Dundalk, which is what they deserve after knocking us out of the Champions League with AIK, which would have been a good 3-4 years ago by now, but I hold a grudge, alright? I hold a grudge. So I'm going to tell the team, you might be winning, but don't let your performance levels drop. I'm going to let them go with a clear head in the second half. Can we add some more goals and reach the knockout rounds? 61 minutes and Glenn Green's picked up an injury. He's got a thigh injury, so we're going to bring him off. I'm going to bring on Hugo to play up front. Very rarely do we play Hugo up front. He normally plays on the left-hand side, but he's going to have a chance up front today. Azakan's also on 79%, but we're going to keep an eye on him, see how things play out in the next 10-15 minutes. 76 minutes, not many highlights, so I am going to bring Azakan off. I'm going to move No Start onto the right-hand side, and we'll bring Requena to play box-to-box, and that'll leave us with one sub to make. 15 minutes to go. 87 minutes, very quiet second half, no highlights to report, so we're going to make one more change, and I think it's going to be Pelly coming off. Serrano can come on for him. 5 minutes to go. We might as well see this game through together, as there has been not many highlights to report in this game. Even in the first half, we didn't have that many to really report here, but we've got the win, and we have got revenge over a Dundalk side that knocked us out, as we do clear it away. Like I say, I know it was 4 years ago now, but, you know, it sticks with me, okay? That AIK side should have beat Dundalk, and we were robbed of a place in the Champions League second qualifying round, I want to say. Or was it Glentoran? No, I think it was AIK. But Hugo waves through. Should have made it 3. Yeah, I think it was AIK, because we moved to PSV, I think. It's on camera, you can check back through the episode, you guys will know. But we've got about a minute to go in this game, and like I say, we will be through to the first knockout round the way things stand. We might even be already through as the group winners, because AEK can only get now a potential 11 points. So 4 games in, we could already be top of the group in our first qualifying round. And it's the first time we've played in the Europa Conference as well, across all football managers. So because Lazio finished 7th in the league last year, they're not in the Champions League, not in the Europa League, so we have to play in the 3rd tier European competition. But it's a competition we have a realistic chance of winning, and I'm all about adding silverware to my trophy cabinet. So we do win 2-0. I'm going to tell them, well done, that was a good win. We got revenge over Dundalk in Ireland. And I think we will be through as group winners now. As we hammer Dundalk, we get some money. Glenn Green, oh, he's out for 3 to 6 weeks. Oh, Glenn Green, the talisman hero of this save so far. We will miss him. It's a good job we signed Dougalau in the end, because otherwise we'd have a shortage up front. But we'll praise Azakan. He's done well. We look at the competitions, and I think AEK must have scored a late goal, because they were on 5 points, but now they're on 7. So we will be through in the Europa League II. We're more than likely going to go through as group winners, but I think that'll be the only game we show off in Europa League II, because it's Europa League II, alright? It's not even the proper Europa League. If it was the proper Europa League, I might give it some screen time. But Europa League II, we'll care about it more when we get to the quarterfinals. But let's focus on the league. So, with the league, and we're going sort of unbeaten, barring that AC Milan game, we are top of the league, and we are 3 points clear of AC Milan and Juventus. In that time, we have played both of those teams. We beat Juventus in a smash and grab, but AC Milan did beat us. So we won't be going unbeaten with Lazio, not in this season anyway. So we will now be going to our arch rivals Roma, who I would like to show you an interesting fact about our rivals Roma. So Roma, doing pretty well, 5th in Serie A, and they've been 6th for the last 2 seasons, but they got relegated in this save. They were finished 20th in the league. They even had 2 seasons in Serie B, so it wasn't as if they got promoted straight away. They actually had to sort of consolidate in Serie B before getting promoted. So if I look at that 21-22 season, I'll show you it, because I was quite surprised when I was looking them up, which if I go to stages and 21-22, so it was the third season in, and they finished bottom of the league. I really don't know how that happened, but Roma, there was no points deduction, there was no financial problems. If we look at the landmarks, let's have a look and see, did anything interesting happen? Not really. They were in the cup that we're in, the Europa League II. They finished runners-up and they got relegated in the same season. Absolutely crazy times here at Roma. So we're going to be going up against our arch rivals Roma, who, they're doing well at the moment, but we need to consolidate a place in the top four, and I can't think of a better way of doing it than a win over our rivals. It is half-time in the video. Thank you for reaching this far. YouTube advises me that over 2/3 of watchers are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, go drop a subscription down there and help support the channel. It'll be very much appreciated. And if you're already subscribed, thank you very much as always. So I'll let you carry on with the rest of the video. Hopefully you are enjoying so far. We are ready for the game against Roma. We are away from home, even though Roma play at the Olimpico as well. So we're away from home, but we're home, if that makes sense, because we share the same stadium. But this is going to be the team that's going to win over our rivals, Roma. We've got Pozek in goal, Pellegrini, Cuenca, Juninho and Ario at the back. Requena and Knafel in the middle, with Hugoworth, Granelli and Amato on that right-hand side. And the on-screen debut of Duggalau, who starts up front. I mean, he scored 7 goals already. It's not his actual debut, but it's the first time you guys are going to see him. So it's his on-screen debut, and he's been really, really good, to be fair. So I'm hoping that his good form's going to translate into an on-screen performance alongside a win over our rivals, Roma, as well. So I'm going to tell the team, go out there, put on a worthy display. I'll tell Duggalau I have faith in them. I'll tell the midfield I have faith in them as well. So we're going to get this game underway. It is the Olimpico, the capital derby, I guess you could call it. But two arch rivals combine as Roma take on Lazio at the Olimpico. Corner 9 minutes in for Requena. Anybody going to get on the end of it? It's cleared away. And Lazio having the first moves in this game as Requena finds Knafel. Knafel with a shot. And Pascal Knafel gets the goal. And it is 1-0 to Lazio at the Olimpico. The away side have got the goal, even though it's our stadium as well. But Pascal Knafel is on loan from AC Milan, takes a shot, low drive in the corner, first goal of the season. Perfect start for Lazio. 24 minutes and we're in Roma's half. Looking at the stats, we've had the shots, we've had the possession. Lazio have been the better side in this game as Granelli makes his way into the middle with another shot. But it's another long shot, but saved by the keeper. And from the resulting goal kick, Roma pump it upfield, but we win the ball back straight away as Granelli plays in Requena. Back to Knafel, the goal scorer. That's a lovely ball, but they do intercept it. Try to find Amato on that left-hand side, or right-hand side, as Koita's managed to be free, and Pozek with the save. And that's just to show that Roma are a dangerous side. On the counter-attack, they can get us any time they want, and that's going to be a free kick to Lazio. 29 minutes, 15 minutes to go. Couldn't get my words out there. But Lazio are on the highlight here as Requena will recycle that ball. And I would like to see a second goal here, just to put a bit of distance between us and our rivals, because a 1-0 lead is the most dangerous lead in football. As Pozek pumps it upfield, that's a long ball. Duggalau is there. Oh, Duggalau should have got himself a goal. 36 minutes. I would say Lazio have been the better side. All the highlights bar one have been for us. And the way things stand, we will be top of the league by 3 points as Duggalau tries to beat his man, but it is intercepted. And Roma now go route one as Collier finds Koita. Roma again coming at us on the counter. Oh, was unlucky. Beat the slide as well. And Roma are very much playing counter-attacking football here. Coming up to half-time, still only 1-0 Lazio. Roma have had their chances. They've had their sort of counter-attacking football. So we do need to be very careful here. I'm going to say do not get complacent. And I can already see some very low ratings from our attackers today. 6.5, 6.4, 6.4. Hugo Dagalau, not really performing today. But I'm going to give it 15 minutes of the second half. See if they can turn it around. And then we'll make some changes if we need to. But we do start with Roma on the ball. And I'm a bit worried that Roma are starting to work their way into this game. As Granelli, he's got players ahead of him. Takes the shot on his own, which is intercepted. And this is it. Now Roma again on the counter-attack. And they're completely free here. Desperadov and Pozek with a really good save. And this is it. Roma are just sitting back. And then counter-attacking. And they've got the pace to beat our players. So I think what I'll do, once this highlight ends, I'm going to bring the defensive line a little bit further back to try and deal with a counter-attack in football. As Militao to Cucurella. We're going to pause the game. I'm going to make that change. I'm going to bring the defensive line a bit further back because I don't want us to be caught on their counter-attacks. 65 minutes in and our front four are not really performing. That's Amato, Granelli, Hugoworth and Dagalau. The rest of them have picked their game up, but Dagalau is still on a 6.4, but he's the most fit out there, so I'm going to leave him on. Granelli's looking nervous, so I think he's going to be the man to make way. And we'll bring Mancini on for him. So only the one change so far. So I'm going to make that change. And I'm also going to shout a demand more to our front four players because they're not really performing well. Apart from Mancini because he's only just come on. But our other three need to pick their game up. 84 minutes, very quiet second half. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our sort of counter-attacking system. Go balance because I'm going to try and defend this lead as best as I can, because I'm a bit worried of Roma coming at us on the counter-attack here. So Dugalau's going to come off. We'll move Hugoworth up front, and then we'll bring on Pelly to play on that left-hand side. And I think Juninho's going to come off as he's on a booking, and Zagadou can come on for him. So we're going to not so much park the bus, but we're going to go a bit more defensive, try and protect this lead for the last 5 minutes of this game. 89 minutes. 2 minutes of this game to go. It is Lazio on the ball. Like I say, we go with our counter-attacking football here, so shouldn't be that many players forward. They should all be sort of below or playing a little bit further forward. But Roma, Knafel wins the ball, counter-attacks on, Hugoworth's in the box. Oh, we should have made it too. But it shows that the counter-attacking football does work. You know, we're playing Roma at their own game here. Because that's what they're doing to us. They're counter-attacking. I mean, they're going route one. They're literally just pumping it upfield and looking to run onto it. But I'm very worried that Roma are going to score a late goal here. Because the game's just smelling of a late goal. We should have scored at least 2 goals here. And if we do concede, it'll be down to our strikers misfiring. As Cuenca heads it clear, that is going nowhere near the goal. I'm just waiting for this full-time whistle now. There it is. We do get the win. A bit of an underwhelming performance, but I'm going to say it was a bit of a let-off, because if we'd played like that against a better side, I think we could have lost that game very easily. But we do win 1-0 against Roma. We do go top of Serie A. We will praise Knafel for his goal, as that was the difference maker in the end. And if I show you the league table, 12 games in, 11 wins, 1 loss. A very good start from Lazio in this Serie A season. But Milan and Juventus are not that far away from us. So as much as we're having a good start to the season, AC Milan and Juventus are hot on our trails. So I don't think we're going to win the league this season. I'll be very happy if we get top 4, which at the moment we are, 16 points clear of Roma in 5th place. So it is very likely we will finish top 4, which is what the board want. But we are in a little bit of a surprising title challenge. So I think what we'll do is we will come back for the last 2 games of the year. We'll come back for Bologna and Empoli in Serie A. So 2 back-to-back league games we'll come back for. So we're going to miss the 2 Europa League II games, which we're pretty much through on anyway. So I don't think we feel the need to show those 2 off. But we'll miss Torino, Perugia and Cagliari as well. So we'll come back for the last 2 games of 2027, against Bologna and Empoli, and we'll see whether or not we are top of the league come Christmas time, come the end of the year. Like I say, I'm not expecting a title. I'm very happy if we get top 4, but with AC Milan and Juventus hot on our heels, we need to keep up this good form. But leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2020 content. We will be uploading Campus to Champions every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM BST. I've changed it now, it's not GMT anymore, it's 6 PM UK time BST. And tune in next time as we will be going up against Bologna and Empoli and try and keep up in the top 4 places. Thank you very much for watching.